All right, this is video number 10 of chapter 20, picking up where we left off from video number 9 on page 622, the section entitled Periodic Strand Testing During the Actual Relaxer Application. Periodic strand testing during processing will help inform you when the hair is sufficiently relaxed. After the relaxer is applied, smooth and gently press the strand to the scalp and remove product using the back of the comb, the applicator brush, or your finger. Be gentle. If the strand remains smooth with no visible curl pattern, it is sufficiently relaxed. If the curl returns, continue processing. Processing time will vary according to the manufacturer's recommendations, relaxer strength, hair type, condition, and the desired results. Look at the pictures number 47 and 48, 20-47 and 8. Follow the manufacturer's timing guide and your instructor's guidance. Hydroxide neutralization. Unlike thioneutralization, hydroxide neutralization is an acid-alkali neutralization that neutralizes, meaning deactivates, the alkaline residues left in the hair by hydroxide relaxer and lowers the pH of the hair and scalp. Hydroxide relaxer neutralization does not involve oxidation or rebuilding disulfide bonds, and lowers the pH of the hair and scalp. Hydroxide relaxer neutralization does not involve oxidation or rebuilding disulfide bonds. The pH of hydroxide relaxers is so high that the hair remains at an extremely high pH, even after thorough rinsing. Although rinsing is important, rinsing alone does not neutralize or deactivate the relaxer, nor does it restore the normal acidic pH of the hair and scalp. As described in Chapter 12, Basics of Chemistry, acids neutralize alkalis. Therefore, the application of an acid-balanced shampoo or normalizing lotion neutralizes any remaining hydroxide ions to lower the pH of the hair and scalp. Some neutralizing shampoos intended for use after hydroxide relaxers have a built-in pH indicator that changes color to show when the pH of the hair has returned to normal. Hydroxide relaxer. Although the same procedure is used for all hydroxide relaxers, application methods vary according to virgin and retouch application. A virgin relaxer application should be used for hair that has not had a chemical relaxer service. Since the scalp area and the porous ends will usually process more quickly than the middle of the strand, the application for a virgin relaxer starts a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch away from the scalp and includes the entire strand up to the porous ends. To avoid overprocessing and scalp irritation, do not apply relaxer to the hair closest to the scalp or to the ends until the last few minutes of processing. A retouch relaxer application should be used for hair that has previously received a chemical relaxer service. The application for a retouch relaxer starts a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch away from the scalp and includes only the new growth. To avoid overprocessing and scalp irritation, do not apply relaxer to the hair closest to the scalp until the last few minutes of processing. The relaxer should never be applied to hair that is already relaxed. A texturizing service uses a hydroxide relaxer to reduce the curl pattern by degrees using a mild strength relaxer. The procedure for texturizing is similar to that for relaxing virgin hair, and the same precautions apply, only the product is gently combed through using a large tooth comb. This allows you to observe the curl pattern as it relaxes the curl and creates a natural curly style. Texturizing makes combing and styling tightly coiled hair easier. Most relaxers today recommend the application of a base cream to protect the entire scalp, irrespective of a virgin application or retouch. For a retouch, most manufacturers recommend applying a protective cream or oil to previously relaxed hair to treat the hair while relaxing it and to prevent overlapping. Contemporary hair relaxing often includes the application of a normalizing conditioning lotion after thoroughly rinsing the relaxer out of the hair and prior to using the neutralizing shampoo. Normalizing lotions, and that's highlighted, are conditioners with an acid pH that restore the hair pH before the final neutralizing shampoo. All relaxers must include a neutralizing shampoo that must be used after rinsing the relaxer out of the hair. It is an acidic shampoo designed to restore the natural pH of hair and scalp. Some produce a color signal that turns pink if any relaxer residue remains in the hair and turns white when all the relaxer is rinsed out of the hair. So rinse thoroughly. After a thorough consultation, you should be able to determine which type of relaxer is best suited to your client's hair type, condition, and desired results. There's a list of the most common types of relaxers along with selected advantages and disadvantages for each. It's table number 2, 20-2. Now these are safety precautions for chemical hair relaxing service, and I'm sure this will be on the test. These kind of items always are. There's a lot. Perform a thorough hair analysis and client consultation prior to service. Examine scalp for abrasions. Do not proceed with the service if redness, swelling, or skin lesions are present. Examine the hair for signs of breakage, damage, and extreme dryness. Do not proceed with the service if these conditions are present. Do not apply hydroxide relaxer on hair that's been previously treated with thio relaxer, soft curl perm, or permanent wave. Do not apply a thio relaxer or soft curl perm on hair that has been previously treated with a hydroxide relaxer. Do not chemically relax hair that has been treated with a metallic dye. Do not chemically relax hair that is 2 shades lighter than natural hair color with permanent color. Do not relax hair that has been highlighted or decolorized with bleach. Do not relax hair that is color treated with developer that is 30 to 40%. Do not shampoo the client prior to the application of a hydroxide relaxer. The client's hair and scalp must be completely dry prior to the application of a hydroxide relaxer. Apply a protective base cream to avoid scalp irritation. Wear gloves during the relaxer application. If any solution accidentally gets into the client's eyes, flush the eye immediately with cool water and refer the client to a doctor. Do not allow chemical relaxers to accidentally come into contact with the client's ears, scalp, or skin. Conduct periodic strand tests during the service to monitor the hair's progression. Avoid scratching the scalp with your comb or fingernails. Do not overlap relaxer onto previously relaxed hair during retouch application. Always use proper relaxer strength for hair type as recommended by the manufacturer to avoid hair breakage. Do not process hair longer than indicated by the strand test and the manufacturer's recommended timing. Thoroughly rinse the relaxer from the hair using warm water. Failure to rinse properly can cause skin irritation and possible hair loss, breakage, and damage. Use a neutralizing shampoo to guarantee that the hair and scalp have been restored to their normal pH. Always apply a conditioner and comb through using wide tooth comb after a relaxer service. This will eliminate excessive stretching and remove tangles. Use caution when styling relaxed hair with hot tools, as relaxed hair may become dehydrated and break. Keep accurate and detailed client records of the services performed and the results achieved. Have the client sign a release statement indicating that he or she understands the possible risks related to the service. You are expected to have a thorough understanding of hair relaxing application, chemical compositions, and precautionary and aftercare procedures before performing a relaxer service. Keratin-based straightening treatments, also called Brazilian keratin treatments. Keratin-based straightening treatments are available to salon professionals and are widely used. Keratin-based straightening treatments contain silicone polymers and formalin or similar ingredients, which release formaldehyde gas when heated to high temperatures. Some keratin-based straightening treatments, marketed as formaldehyde-free, have been found to contain formalin. Some other formulas simply use a different aldehydes. Do not confuse these treatments with simple keratin conditioning treatments. Keratin alone will not straighten hair. Keratin straightening treatments work by fixing the keratin in place in a semi-permanent manner. They do not break bonds. Once the treatment is applied, the hair is blown dry in a flat iron set at 450 degrees Fahrenheit, 232.2 Celsius, is used on narrow sections, one by one, to polymerize a coating on the hair. Polymerize is P-O-L-Y-M-E-R-I-Z-E. A coating on the hair. Each section is flat ironed several times, and the procedure takes about 2 hours or more for longer or very dense hair. Formalin is, and by the way, that's F-O-R-M-A-L-I-N. Formalin is reactive to proteins and creates a chemical link or bridge with them when heated so as to release formaldehyde. F-O-R-M-A-L-D-E-H-Y-D-E. Formaldehyde, like they use on cadavers. Depending on the size of the salon, the type of ventilation system in place, and the number of technicians simultaneously performing the service, the formaldehyde released during the process has the potential to exceed the maximum concentration allowed by OSHA, Occupational Safety and Health Administration, which is 0.75 parts per million, ppm, parts per million, over an 8-hour period. Local source capture ventilation is recommended, particularly because the flat iron takes place so close to both the client and stylist's face, and because the stylist may be exposed to the formaldehyde for long periods of time. Because the coating breaks down over time, the client can be exposed to released vapors even when the treatment itself is complete. This is why it is usually recommended that the client wait at least 72 hours after the treatment before taking a shower. Within this time period, the steam and heat from the shower can accelerate release of the vapors. Holy crap, 72 hours. Wouldn't survive a day in your house. Generally, keratin straightening treatments eliminate up to 95% of frizz and curl and last 3 to 5 months. They are not usually appropriate for extremely curly, tightly coiled hair. Although this is an advanced treatment, no certification is actually required. Nevertheless, most manufacturers do offer specialized training in both the service and the all-important aftercare. It is vital to follow the manufacturer's direction and inform clients about at-home maintenance care. It is essential to conduct a detailed consultation before performing a keratin straightening service, so the client will understand what to expect from the service based upon condition of hair, chemical history, and degree of curl. You will need to discuss the following in the detailed consultation. First, the client's recent hair history, including all chemical treatments that may still be on the hair and the products used. Home care maintenance during the 3-day period after the service is performed, as described below. Usually, the hair cannot be shampooed for 3 days. With most systems, the client should avoid getting any moisture into the hair for 72 hours. If the hair gets damp, blow dry immediately and go over lightly with a flat iron on low heat setting. The client should wear his or her hair down and should not use pins, clips, ponytail holders, or sunglasses to hold the hair back. The hair must remain in sight in a straight position for 72 hours to maintain its new straightness. Those were all under the category of home care. With most, determine the length and density of the client's hair before quoting a price, part of the consultation. Okay, that was all about the consultation. Next small section is preconditioning before a keratin straightening treatment. Preconditioning is meant to equalize the porosity of the hair, taking it to a healthier level. For hair that is extremely overprocessed, damaged, or very curly, shampoo and deep condition prior to beginning the service. Next section is permanent color highlights and keratin straightening treatments. Clients may have a permanent hair color or highlighting service before the keratin straightening treatment is applied. For those clients, be sure to use a regular mild shampoo during the hair color service. Follow the manufacturer's directions regarding the use of a clarifying shampoo before the treatment product is applied. Do not use a clarifying product on a client that has 70% or more highlights. Next section is toners or demi-gloss and keratin straightening treatments. If the client wishes to have a demi-gloss treatment, it should be done at least 3 to 5 days after the keratin treatment to prevent color loss and to avoid wetting the newly straightened hair. However, since keratin straightening treatments do coat the hair, a strand test may show that the product you've chosen will not cover the existing cuticle coating to the desired degree. And that is the end of video number 10 from chapter 20. We are now going to go on to, in video 11, we'll start on page 627. And this is demonstrate the proper technique for curl reforming, or otherwise known as soft curl permanence.